being here. I'm Ty Smith, Modern Renaissance Man, and you're watching my channel. I just want to give you guys a really quick live update here. I know there's not going to be many people that are going to come in here, so this video is not going to be that long. So those of you that might be chiming in a little later, it is 10:40 Central Time. So anyway, you guys all read the title here, and I'm not going to take a long time to get this out. If you don't know, I'm going to give you all a little bit of a context. If you have not been following this story, Attorney General Letitia James, Judge Ingram have come towards an agreement on how much Donald Trump should be sued for. They sued him for 400 some odd $million, but with interest and all that packing up, is going to be close to being well into the almost $500 million pretty much. So anyway, they sued him, and he had until today. Donald Trump has until today to get his get the money, pretty much. So I did a video yesterday telling you guys how he posted that he has the cash, like almost 500 million in cash on hand, right? This is what Donald Trump said. So a lot of people were cheering, a lot of people were skeptical of it, which rightfully so. I can understand why they would be. But he said he had the cash. If not, Letitia James, the Attorney General who is suing him, she is looking to seize his assets, which is like his buildings or any other property and real estate that he have. Now, a lot of y'all have told me, well, she's not going to be able to do that. What's going on, Mama Carol? Some of you guys said that she's not going to be able to do it because none of those things are in Trump's name. I don't know all the ins and outs of that. I'm not a real estate lawyer professional or anything like that of the sort. So that part I have no idea about. But I'm going to update y'all as I get the information. As of right now, there is no big major update as far as whether Trump paid or not. But I can tell you this, from what I'm seeing right here, it says that the appeals court pauses the $464 million judgment in Trump's New York fraud case. That's what it's saying right now. Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up button while y'all in here, right? Okay. So appeals court pauses $464 million judgment in Trump's New York fraud case. Former President Donald Trump walks into the hallway at Manhattan Criminal Court to attend a pre-trial hearing today in New York. And if y'all don't know, he's on trial right now for what they're calling like the hush money. That's what he's supposed to be in there for right now. He's supposed to be going to court for the hush money right now. So this right here says a New York appeals court on Monday, which is today, a New York appeals court temporarily stopped the clock on the looming enforcement of a multi-million-dollar judgment against former President Trump and his company over deceitful business practices. I like how they put the words in there, deceitful business practicing. Again, let me reiterate this. I don't know all the lingo or all the business aspect behind these super wealthy multi-billionaire people, but for a lot of them to be coming out and speaking, saying they don't see no wrongdoing, nobody was hurt, there were no victims, there were no this. I'm just asking myself, and I've been trying to call a lot of lawyers and different people of the sort who can possibly explain this to me, but they all seem to be dumbfounded. Like they don't know. They said this just doesn't seem like this is something that they just said is weird to them. They're like, it's almost like you're being charged for committing a crime and charged for doing something that's not wrong. So if it's not wrong, then how are they able to do this? Like what force or what system is behind saying that you're going to do this? Y'all know what I mean? I don't know if y'all understand like where I'm trying to come from in this, because this is not my area of expertise, as you can see. But I've called multiple real estate lawyers and asked them the question. They all seem to be like, we don't get it. We don't understand. Like, we don't understand what it is that he did wrong. And also, I'm going to talk today, probably here in about 3 more hours. I'm going to be talking today with some bankers that do these types of loans. And I want them, I'm not trying to get you guys to say something that you shouldn't be saying or anything like that, but I'm going to talk to some bankers today. Hopefully some of them will be willing to do it through like I don't want to say Zoom or nothing like that. I don't want their faces shown, because I know people, you talk anything about this and you say it's wrong what's going on, they're going to insinuate, oh, you must be for Trump, if y'all follow me. I'll say that a little slower. I'm trying to talk slow. The reason why I'm not going to have those bankers give their names or show their faces is because if these bankers talk with me and they all say, yeah, what's going on right now is completely wrong. There was no wrongdoing. We do these things all the time. Da 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 da. If they tell me this, then what can end up happening is that they can be associated as trying. They would, that's what they would do. They would just say you're a Trump supporter. Look what they did to Stephen A. Smith. Y'all don't know. Stephen A. Smith simply said, yeah, the immigration is an issue. It's destroying and hurting black people. And as soon as Stephen A. did that, who is a avid freaking Democrat, Democrats turn on him. Oh, you must be a Trump supporter. You must. That's exactly what they did. So that's why I'm making sure that I'm putting my P's and Q's and everything together, so these bankers wouldn't get in trouble for telling me this, because that's what exactly happened. They would try to make it seem like these bankers are doing something wrong. Bob K. Mitt says this is bullshit. The more they go after him, the stronger he gets. Yeah, it does seem that way. It really does. So now, right here, a New York appeals court on Monday temporarily stopped the clock on the looming enforcement of a multi-million-dollar judgment against former President Trump and his company over deceitful business. This says, in terse order, a state appeals court panel said it would pause the enforcement of the $464 million judgment against Trump, the Trump Organization, and top executives, plus interest, if within 10 days they post a $175 million bond. I'll tell y'all that again. Right now, the $464 million judgment against Trump is on a pause if within 10 days they can post a $175 million bond, which I'm pretty sure they're going to do that. The pause comes after Trump lawyers admitted Monday, which is today, that despite diligent efforts, it would be impossible for the former president to secure a full appeals bond due to lack of cash on hand. This is where it gets kind of like, yo, what's going on here? Okay. Not saying that Donald Trump, I'm not, listen to me before y'all all get pissed off, because I'm getting ready to say something here. Donald Trump posted on Truth Social. He posted on Truth Social and said he has about 500 million in cash. But he said this was money that was going to be used for his campaigning. So now what people are going to do is say, well, where's the money at? I thought Donald Trump had it. I thought he did. Y'all hit that like button if y'all don't mind. Hit that like button for me real quick. They're saying, I thought Trump had the money. I thought he had it. If he had the money, why didn't he pay for it? Because again, what Trump said is that he was using that money to use it for his campaign. This right here is saying that Trump Organization top executives plus interest, they have this pause. The appeals court said that they would pause this enforcement if within 10 days they post a $175 million bond. Here's my question. Trump has 10 days. So now that's an extension. Today was the deadline, remember? So now he has 10 days to give 175 million. 10 extra days now. So that means nothing is going to me. Oh, look, I'm learning this like you guys are. To me, this is saying that nothing is going to happen today. There's not going to be any payment for the 464 million. There's not going to be Letitia James is able to go and seize any of the properties. What this is saying is that Donald Trump has 10-day grace period to post 175 million. So let's just say with these 10 extra days, he does get the $175 million. The point is, and I might be saying this wrong. I'm not stupid, but I might be wrong on this. If he pays $175 million in 10 days, what they are saying is that they would pause it. They didn't say how long, though. So what I'm saying here, I hope that what they're saying here, I'm not getting this. This doesn't sound like I'm getting this confused. They're not saying we're going to pause it for 10 days. To me, they said they would pause the enforcement judgment against Trump if within 10 days he posts a $175 million bond. The pause comes after Trump lawyers admitted that despite diligent efforts, it would be impossible for the former president to secure full appeals bond due to lack of cash on hand. What do y'all think? Am I saying that right? Do you guys think that it's saying that he has a 10-day pause, then he has to pay $175 million? Or you guys are hearing it just like I am, where it's saying, no, he has 10 days to post $175 million to pause this judgment. To me, it sounds like that is a victory. Although the 10 day gave him a little bit more grace period. I thought they would have gave him like 30 days. So to me, that's what it's saying. Donald Trump is not going to have to pay this $464 million because they're going to pause it, is what I'm hearing right here. If he pays $175 million post in 10 days. So that's what I'm getting out of that. And again, later on, if I'm going to be talking to 3 different bankers today about this loan process because I want to know this for myself. Because you know what I'm saying, y'all? I mean, I guess it's so messed up because, okay, what if okay, I have homes. I have a home in Florida, Missouri, Tennessee, Illinois, right? Now, are we able to go to these people and say, I think y'all overvalue my home and I feel like there's some deceit going on here. I don't think my house was worth as much as which I think y'all overpriced my house and overvalued them. Look, y'all might think that this is weird, but no, I'm a very simple person. I want things in a layman's term because I'm just saying, if they were able to do this to Trump and they're saying that this is civil fraud, are you the American people? Did we have civil fraud against us because maybe our homes were overpriced? I'm serious. I'm gonna ask these bankers these very simple questions like this. And the reason I'm asking is because other people can be at risk. What about things that I've sold? What about like one of my homes that I sold before? One of my homes that I had in Florida. What about the home that I sold? And I said, I want the real estate agent said, these homes typically go for, let's just say they told me these homes typically go for $275,000. And then if I told them, well, what's a good range? And they just say, okay, we probably can get 280. And if I told them, can we put it at 289? Well, we can see. So would that be considered fraud if I did it, if I felt that the value of, I'm just saying, I don't know. That's why I do not know, because I'm trying to figure out if all these people are saying that nothing was done wrong, there are no victims, the bank got what they wanted, Trump got what he wanted, everybody's happy. How are they able to sue him then? I really don't understand that. I really don't. So, yeah, that's the latest on that, ladies and gentlemen, and that's all I have for y'all right now. I'm not going to hold you guys any longer, but I do appreciate every last one of you taking time out of your morning to hear me talk about this. So the people who are sending me texts and everything right now, sending me these emails and these instant messages. Okay, to sum this up in summary, today, I call him President Donald Trump. I call Barack Obama President Obama. I'll call Bill Clinton President Clinton. So for some of y'all, why you keep calling him president? Shut up. You know exactly why. Former president, I don't care. I call any president that's alive right now. If I met them or if I talked about them, I would say President Obama, President Clinton, President Biden, President Trump. That's what I'm going to say. President Carter. That's what I would say. Okay. So anyway, to summarize this, Donald Trump, from the sound of this, Donald Trump has got the $464 million pause. The appeals court paused Donald Trump $464 million deadline, with the exception of Donald Trump paying $175 million in 10 days to pause the $464 million. So to me, I find a little bit more, but that's like a pop right in Letitia James' face. Letitia James is whack, black, and fat, and it looks like I'm not going to pay that. Anyway, all right, y'all, hit that thumbs up button before y'all get out of here, all right? I'm Ty Smith, modern Renaissance man, and I hope and pray every last one of you guys have food, shelter, and clothing, and most of all, I pray every last one of you guys are in great health mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.